Hi, how may I help you? I'm a lawyer. I am an expert on the law.
Hi, what is the law? Is that the scripture of the government religion?
No, it's the rules the government makes that you have to follow.
Is there any evidence these laws actually apply to me, or you, or anyone else?
Evidence. No, the law applies to you because politicians said so, and because the law says so.
What if I don't just take the dogmas of government as scriptural articles of faith? Beyond the authority figure said so or the sacred written dogmas say so, are there actually any facts supporting the conclusion? Or is it purely a faith-based belief?
It is magically true because the government said so. Men and women called politicians performed the ritual called ratification. When politicians perform the ritual called ratification, then a bill or proposed law is given the force of law.
The force of law. What is that?
It's a force that makes a bill or proposed law into a law.
Is this a supernatural force?
No, it's real.
How do we measure this force? Would we measure this force in grams? Amps?
You can't measure it like that.
So it's one of those forces like magic, aura, orgone energy which you can't actually measure.
Yes.
I see. And are there any empirical observations supporting the existence of this force?
No. You just have to believe in the dogmas of government to know that it's real.
And why do you believe in the dogmas of government? Is this a religious belief?
No. It's true because I believe in it really hard. Whatever the government says is magically true because the government said so.
And how do you know this organized faith-based belief system isn't a religion?
Because we have separation of church and state.
You do. How do you know the faith-based belief system of government isn't itself a religion?
Because I have faith in the dogmas of the First Amendment.
And if you don't just take the First Amendment as a scriptural article of faith, can you corroborate it with any actual facts?
Yes. We have a wall of separation between church and state.
You do. Where is this wall?
It doesn't actually exist.
So if I don't take your dogmas as articles of faith, or believe in a supernatural wall that has no actual corporeal existence, are there any facts that would prove that the faith-based belief system of government is not a religion?
No. But that idea is blasphemous and heretical to my faith-based belief in the government belief system, so it must be wrong. Merely entertaining such a notion causes me cognitive dissonance. I am uncomfortable with this line of questioning. The law is sacred and beyond question. It exists outside of, and is not subject to, logic and reason. The law is the sacred will of the state.
The state? What is that?
It is an entity that has sovereign power and is the supreme authority of the government belief system.
Can you show me a picture of this entity?
No.
Why not? Is it an invisible entity?
No.
Why can't you show me a picture of this entity you believe in as your higher power?
It's not the kind of entity you can empirically observe. You just have to have faith to know it exists.
And you believe in this entity because of your faith in the government belief system?
Yes.
And this belief system is not a religion, why?
Because the invisible entity we believe in as our higher power is real.
Where is this entity right now?
It doesn't actually have any sort of corporeal existence.
So then it's a supernatural entity?
No. It's real.
How do you know?
Because government said so.
How do you know what government says is true?
Because they are the earthly representatives of the state.
And how do you know that?
Because the dogmas of government said so. The men and women who call themselves the government do lots of violent things like lock people in jail and drop bombs on people. How could they do these things if there were no such entity as the state?
Let's apply Occam's razor. If the existence of men and women who cause this phenomena will explain the phenomena, why do we have to postulate the existence of an unobserved entity to explain it?
Because government